Hey, how's it going? Kenny here, and welcome back to the Man United series. And up in today's episode, we have got three very tricky games. We've got Chelsea away first, then we've got Villarreal away from home in the Champions League. And then we finish off the episode with Man City at home in the league. I do say three very tricky games, but the way we're playing this season, they could be three very winnable games. Look how we're doing this season. In the first 11 games of the Premier League season here, we've won 10, drew 1 and lost none. And still, to this date, we've only conceded 1 goal in the league so far, and that was from a corner against Arsenal. So 10 clean sheets, and also no team in the league has scored a goal against us in open play currently in the season, which is quite remarkable, it has to be said. They have scored against us in the Champions League a couple of times as well, but in the league, we are absolutely flying. We're 7 points clear of Man City and Southampton in second and third place, and well, I think it's safe to say, despite only being 11 games in, we are serious contenders for the title this season. And we beat Chelsea in the first game. We were really struggling, down in 11th place. Lost 6 games already this season, Chelsea. So this is an interesting one. And obviously, beat Man City as well. And we could be absolutely flying in the season. Absolutely flying. But anyway, let's get to the recent results. It's gone rather well, as you can imagine. And the only game we've lost so far still in the season is away to Real Madrid, 1-0. So since the last episode, I had this very tricky period. I did say to you guys that I was very nervous about this period, but yeah, we've won every single game since the last episode, which is quite remarkable. We beat Newcastle 2-0 at home in the next game. Of course, we lost this game 1-0 last season. Marcus Rashford did a brace in this game. As I said before in the previous episodes, this season I'm taking more care in terms of opposition instructions and things like that. Just set up the tactic. I'm not this season. I'm more focused on setting up the tactics for individual games, not for the tactic as a whole, if it makes any sense. Our tactic as a whole is control possession. That is the way we play predominantly every game. But I'll do different things going into different games to try and combat the opposition. And against Newcastle, we worked an absolute treat. They had a dangerous front three, very dangerous front three, with Isak, Pulisic and Saint-Maximin, but we kept them quiet the entire game. And we punished them. Marcus Rashford did a brace in this game. Pure domination there. Next game, though, was a little bit more difficult, a little bit more tricky as well. Home to Lazio, won the game 3-2 in the end, but it was actually 1-0 and 2-1 down in this game. We came back late on, though. Rashford with a goal in the 80th minute and a Kirby with an own goal in the 84th minute. Also, again, as I said, changing things up. Late on in the game there, I put Rashford as an advance forward, and I said to pass into space to try and take advantage of a Kirby who's very slow, and boy, did we do that. Both those goals there evolved a Kirby, and the second one being an own goal. So changing things really has helped a lot this season. It wasn't a great performance there against Lazio. They had some dangerous players though, Milinkovic-Savic and Immobile being two. They didn't both score in this game, but yeah, it was a dangerous game, it was a dangerous team, but we got through them and won the game 3-2. After that though was, well, win of the series so far. Outstanding this, absolutely outstanding. Away to Liverpool, I was thinking what to do here away to Liverpool. I was thinking, do we go there with the control possession and try and dominate Liverpool? I don't think that's going to work out well for us. So you know what, I decided for this game, I changed up to a counter-attacking style. I just basically sat back and hit them on the break, and boy did we do that. They dominated the game, Liverpool, with chances, but in a 2-minute period, we just hit them for a quick double whammy. Elise with a goal in the 30th minute, and then Rashford with a goal 2 minutes later. We won the game 2-0. What a sensational win this was. And no surprise, the man of the match was Mike Maignan of an 8.8. So where would we be without Maignan in this game? I'm not sure. But we had 2 chances in the game, basically. We scored both of them, and we just defended valiantly for the rest of the game. So it was a brilliant, brilliant performance. And yeah, certainly proud of it myself, I have to be honest. I am proud of it. Very tactically astute in this game, it has to be said. Both centre-backs did really well. Maignan, obviously, a player of the match there. I set up with 2 ball midfielders as well, with Conte and McTominay. Both did really well in this game as well. As you see here, Liverpool with 29 shots, 10 on target, and 3.01 XG. And Maignan basically got us the win there. We did create chances ourselves, though, obviously on the counter-attack. 13 shots, 4 on target, 1.22. Liverpool did create a hell of a lot of chances against us, has to be said. But saying that, I don't think they dominated the game as much as the match stats suggest here. As you can see, 19 of those shots were off target. I think we restricted them to a lot of long shots, especially in the first half. It wasn't endless highlights, highlight after highlight after highlight for Liverpool. It was only some highlights for them. So I think the match stats have been a little bit favourable towards them, but at the end of the day, they got a 3.01 XG. They haven't scored a single goal. Maignan was a hero in this game, but everyone else played really well. And when we got a couple of chances, we scored from them. So even though they scored a couple of goals here, we still would have got to draw out the game because we buried our chances. So yeah, brilliant win this and win of the series so far. And again, we haven't conceded a goal. Even with a 3.01 XG, Liverpool still failed to score a goal against us, which is outstanding, really. After that, we played West Ham away in the Carabao Cup 4th round. Beat them 3-1 very comfortably. Anthony with a brace and Jadon Sancho with a goal as well. After that, we played Tottenham at home, beat them 3-0 very comfortably as well. Scalvini and a Rashford brace here. So yeah, in the last 3 league games, well 4 league games effectively, because we played Southampton away, who were obviously sitting second in the league at the time. Beat them 1-0, beat Newcastle at home 2-0. Beat Liverpool away 2-0 and beat Tottenham at home 3-0. So 4 big teams there, and we beat every single one of them without conceding the goal. So magnificent run of form that. We then played Maccabi Tel Aviv at home in the Champions League. I did go more attacking in this game. I decided to try and completely punish Maccabi Tel Aviv. Unfortunately, it didn't work too well. We created loads of chances, as you can imagine, and we should have scored a lot more than 2 goals, but we couldn't hit the back of the net really, which is disappointing. It was actually 0-0 at half time, which was really disappointing. But Ericsson and Thuram got 2 goals in the second half. It is a win at the end of the day. I think that's the main aim, but it would have been nice to hit them for a lot more than this in this game. Unfortunately, we just couldn't do it. After that game, though, we played Brighton at home, and we certainly managed to hit them for a lot of goals. We beat them 7-0 at home, Brighton. What a performance this was, by the way. Absolutely sensational. Bruno Fernandes with 3 goals in this game, a hat-trick, and also 2 assists, I think it was, and he got a hat-trick of penalties as well. Brighton gave away 3 penalties in this game. We did score 4 more goals, though, in open play. Manu Kone, Akoli, and Elise were a brace as well. So what a win this was. 7-0 against Brighton, and to be honest, it could have been even more. So yeah, so far this season has been absolutely exceptional, and yeah, I'm going to give myself some credit. I have to be honest. I'm going to give myself some credit. I had some great tactical masterclasses here this season, especially Liverpool away 2-0, and just been absolutely flying. I think the new signings have done really well as well. Conte has been an absolute beast, absolute beast. Him and Scalvini has been sensational, and Akoli as well, by the way. All of them been sensational, but I'm selecting the tactics as well, so I'm going to give myself some credit as well. We've got big games here today, though. We're going to see where we are after this episode for sure. Away to Chelsea, despite them struggling, they're still a great team. Away to Villarreal, who battered us 5-2 last season. And at home to Man City as well. So in terms of the Champions League, we have won 3, lost 1. We're still not in the top 8 though, as you see, over 9 points. So we can beat Villarreal away in this episode. I think that can go a long way for us finishing in the top 8 of the league phase there. Villarreal down in 23rd, only won 1 game. That was at home to Slavia Prague 3-0. So got a big chance at Villarreal today. That's a massive, massive game for us. Of course, if we can get 1 win out of Chelsea, Man City as well, that'll be quite a good result and be guaranteed to be at least still be 4 points clear at the top. So hopefully these things can happen. But anyway, let's get to the first game then, away to Chelsea. Okay, so I was a little bit torn about how to approach this Chelsea game, to be honest with you. I wasn't sure whether to go with a counter-attacking style, a similar sort of game I played against Liverpool, where obviously it was very successful, won the game 2-0, or stick with a controlled possession, just be a little bit more defensive-minded, I guess. But I've decided, after a bit of thought, to go with the counter-attacking style against Liverpool. Ultimately, it was a massive success away to Liverpool. And also Chelsea, you'd expect them to dominate the ball, or try and dominate the ball at least at home, even though they've been quite poor this season. So I'm going with the same sort of tactical style I've done. I haven't got much wrong this season, not sounding big-headed or anything like that, but I haven't. That's why we're sitting top of the league with 10 wins out of 11 and only 1 goal conceded. So I'm going with a counter-attacking sort of style here. As you can see, the mentality is balanced, not cautious though. Sticking with balanced. Also, in possession, got pass into space, run at defence at slightly higher tempo. In transition, distribute the flanks quickly, counter and counter press, and out of possession, mid-block, more often, trigger press, and prevent short goalkeeper distribution. So, yeah, as you can see, it's a lot different to the control possession, but it worked wonders against Liverpool. And this is the team for today's game. We've got Maignan in goal, Porro right back, Gaia left back, Scalvini and Akoli centre backs. You've got Conte, Fernandes and Lima in midfield, Elise on the right, Sancho on the left, and Rashford up front. So, in terms of strong points for Chelsea, well, of course, the front three are very strong, as you can imagine. Havertz up front. You got Sterling on the left, and who's on the right? Rafinha on the right, who plays for Barcelona these days, of course, one formerly of Leeds. So, Porro and Gaia, of course, wing back on support, keeping them back as much as possible. Of course, wing back and support, they're going to go forward as well, of course. That's why Conte is in there, mainly because of Sterling on the left, but also to cover for Porro if he goes forward. And also got Lima in there and Carolera support to help with Gaia, hopefully, for the threat of Rafinha. Also, got Fernandes and Mazzala on attack. I was a bit conflicted who to start in this game, if Fernandes or Kone or even Thuram as well, because Chelsea's midfield aren't the most physical, a little bit physical, but not the most, so I wanted to exploit that a little bit. But Fernandes has been brilliant recently. Mazzala on attack as well. Got him on attack because I want to exploit their left side, Chilwell and Zabani. I feel like a much weaker left side than they do right side, so I'm trying to exploit the right side here with Fernandes and Elise, hopefully. Sancho on the left as well. And then got Rashford up front as advanced forward. They've got two quite quick centre-backs as well, but Rashford is quicker, so hopefully he can get past him. Well, Zabani's not very quick, to be fair. But anyway, yeah, going with a counter-attacking style. Let's see how it would do. Of course, if it's not working, I will change things. Chelsea away. Can we start off this mammoth episode with a win? Well, let's find out. All right, here we go. As I said, still yet to concede a goal in open play in the league season this season. Going with a counter-attacking style. A bit defensive here, but let's see how it do. They got a corner early on, though. Rafinha to take it. Okoli clears him. Only as far as Mount, who shoots. Oh, my word. Almost goes in the back of the net. Please remember, guys, if you like this video, hit that like button for me. And also, if you're interested in seeing daily FootballManager content, hit that subscribe button as well. It really helped me out, and it's much appreciated. So early on here, 12 minutes in, we're not looking very good so far. At the moment, the counter-attack is, well, I say it's not working. That's, meant to be under pressure a little bit, aren't we? So we'll give it a bit longer yet. Give it a bit longer. It's still 0-0. Hoping we can just nick a win like we did against Liverpool. I think Liverpool are stronger than Chelsea, though, but that's why I said I was conflicted. Didn't know what to do for this game, really, but I'll decide on the counter-attacking style nonetheless. Let's see how it'll pan out. If they score the first goal, I'll be changing things for sure. But anyway, here's Pedro Porro, who is a bit worrying at times, has to be said. We've been bombing forward all the time. Anyway, Rashford was almost through there. Here's Elise. Rashford, he's through already. But away with effort, away with effort. We should see what we can do, though. Oh, still on the highlight. What's going on? Here's Lima. To Conte. Out to Porro. He should get there. He does get there. Lovely bit of play from Porro, but in the box, but no one's there. I've chosen to play with Lima today as well instead of Kone or Thuram, because Lima, he doesn't have any player traits. He tends to just sit back a little bit more, whereas Thuram and Kone tend to bomb forward. So I'm hoping that Lima will add a little bit more to the defensive side of things today. But anyway, 32 minutes in, we're not really creating too much. We did see a bit of a dangerous highlight there for us, though, so I'm guessing we should just be a little more patient. Chelsea are dominating the game a little bit, though, in terms of chances created. Like I said, we kind of expected this here. Trying to not be foolish away to the big teams here these days, because we got spanked too many times last season. That is for sure. And the season before. So it's definitely worked in that regard. Anyway, here's Pedro Porro. Look at Rashford, man. He does! Rashford! Get in. Again, the counter-attacking style is working wonders. Get in. Long way to go yet, but we're 1-0 up again. Marcus Rashford, that man, he loves playing as an advanced forward in a counter-attacking style. I'll tell you that much. He's flying this season. Rashford, get in there. Come on, happy days, happy days. Well, at half-time, well, Chelsea aren't dominating things, are they? They've had 10 shots, 5 on target, none really that much of note. They've got dominating possession as well, but, we go out and win the game now from this point, then who cares? Who cares? Get in. All right, second half underway. I'm still ready. I'm starting to think about the next game already. Shouldn't really do that because there's a long way to go in this game. But anyway, we've got corner. Rafinha to take it. Going to VAR. Well, it'll be our second goal conceded in the league season. Still yet to concede an open play, though, if they've scored for this one, which is still quite a nice record to say. I'm sure someone's going to score against us in open play eventually. Is this a goal, though? I do fear the worst here. It's disallowed, so get in. We remain in the lead for now. When I say I'm starting to prepare for the next game, I'm starting to think about Villarreal away. Do I go with counter-attacking again away to Villarreal? Or are we good enough to go there if we can dominate the ball? I'm not entirely sure yet. I'm going to have to look at their team. I know that Yeri Pino is arguably the best player, so we'll see about that. We'll see about that. Anyway, 40 minutes to go still in this game. Here's Reece James. He's a very dangerous player, has to be said. And he gets past him. Who's that? You're not even running, mate. Sancho. Okay. Reece James just carried the ball for like a mile there. That was just stupid, wasn't it? That was stupid, that. What was that all about? That was stupid. What is that? What's he doing there? He's not making any sort of attempt to win the ball at all. And where's the left back? Absolutely shocking, that. Absolutely shocking. Well, very poor from Jose Guy, that, because we didn't see him at all. Where was he as left back? He wasn't even there. Wasn't nowhere to be seen. So he's coming off. He's got a yellow card as well. And Luca Netz can come on for him. Another change here. Well, Sancho let me down there as well, didn't he? You know what? A full change on the left-hand side. Sancho clear off as well. Ansu Fati on for you. It's great the fact that we've got 3 great left wingers at the club now. Fati, Sancho and Rashford, of course. 1-1 now. We've finally conceded a goal in open play as well. In the league, as bound to happen eventually. 25 minutes to go here, though. Won't go as far as saying it's been quite an even game, but we're doing alright. We're doing alright. A draw away to Chelsea is not a terrible result. Not by any means. Mayon with a long kick forward, though. As I instruct him to do in this game. Distribute to flanks he's meant to be, not distribute over opposition defence. But anyway, we'll let him off. Anyway, it's Fofana. Azpilicueta. Oh my word, Azpilicueta's on now. Needs to exploit our that right hand side. Here's Kovacic. To Havertz. No. Who's sticking with him? Maignan with a good save. Who's sticking with him there? Awful. Anyway, corner out of it. 25 minutes to go. Rafinha to take it. Tried to sign him this season actually. Replace Anthony, but unfortunately we could not sell Mr. Useless. Alright, Azpilicueta right back now. We need to try and exploit him somehow. I say somehow, he hasn't got any pace. I know how. I think. Okay, well, of course, Azpilicueta's on the pitch now. Definitely a weak point of Chelsea's defence. So I've decided to put on focus play down the left now. I've also moved Lima back there with Conte, ball in field of defend. This is what we set up against Liverpool. I've got Lucanet, a wing back in attack. Obviously, Lima's there to help out with that area. Hopefully, we shall see. And also, Fernandes has changed from Mazzala, attack to own player support. And Anthony is on for Michael Olise as well. So let's see what this will do here. Let's see if this will get us the win or get us the loss. Let's have a look. Let's find out, I guess. Definitely risky. Definitely risky putting nets on attack. Could backfire already. Over the bar. As I said, we draw away to Chelsea. It's not a disgrace, is it really? Not a disgrace. And 20 minutes to go here. 5 minutes to go. I'll take a draw. It'll do me. Couple minutes to go though. Can we get anything? Doesn't look like it. No, well, you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. Chelsea did create more chances than us, but we still did quite well. Similar thing to Liverpool with a counter-attack. We still create chances. Liverpool created more chances than Chelsea did, though, as Liverpool are just a better team in the series here. But Chelsea did create a lot of chances against us, which, of course, it's expected to happen anyway with Chelsea away from home. Are we going to concede less chances than that if we go with controlled possession away to Chelsea? Not sure. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. So, yeah, all in all, I'm quite happy with that. And to think we've played Arsenal, Chelsea and Liverpool away from home this season. Beat Liverpool 2-0 and drew away to Chelsea and Arsenal 1-1. 5 points in those 3 games. I'm ecstatic with that. So, although it wasn't the greatest performance in the world, we did avoid defeat here. And all in all, quite a decent performance. Centre-backs could have done better. I guess Conte, a rare poor performance from him against his former team, which is a bit unusual to say. Lucanet did much better when he came on the pitch, though, in place of Jose Gaia. So, all in all, it was alright. It was alright. It's a point away to Chelsea at the end of the day. I know they've been struggling this season, but at the end of the day, it's a point away to Chelsea. And I'm quite happy with it. Anyway, guys, make sure you stick around, because up next, we've got Villarreal away from home. We lost this game 5-2 last season. Can we get revenge against them? Well, let's find out. Okay, so here we are. It's time for Villarreal away from home. As I said, last season we lost this game 5-2 away. And in terms of the tactics for today's game, I'm sticking with a similar sort of tactics last game. A counter-attacking style, not quite as defensively minded as the Chelsea game. And that is because I've been looking at Villarreal's team. As I said, I'm making a plan for every single team this season. And taking obviously much more care in terms of big teams away from home especially. And Villarreal, one thing I've noticed by them is their midfield are pretty much all playmaker type players, and none of them have any sort of physique whatsoever. So I'm going to try and dominate them in the midfield in terms of the physical aspect with Thuram and Konate in there, who are very physical players, and also Conte in their ball and field and defend. They haven't got the best front three in the world, especially now Pino's left to Man City, but they have still got some dangerous ones. They've got Chukwueze, and they've also got Wahi there as well. He's quite a good player. Never really heard of him, but he looks quite decent, to be fair. And Moreno up front as well, of course. Well, of course, it's not the best front three in the world. It's a bit short of Chelsea's front three as well, so not going that defensive-minded. Conte's in there just to keep it a balance, hopefully. I've got Thuram, Mazzala attack, Konate in there, box-to-box midfielder as well. And I'm also advanced forward attack. Sorry about that. I'll change Fati to that. And yeah, in terms of the team sheet, Porro remains at right back. That's because unfortunately he picked up too many yellow cards, so he misses the Man City game. as does Conte as well, so that's a big problem. Porro and Conte missing for Man City. Oh dear. Scalvini remains in there. Arthur Feet comes in for Okoli. Arthur Feet's unhappy, unfortunately, with his playing time. Nets comes in for Gaia as well. Nets did really well off the bench there against Chelsea. Kone and Thuram come in midfield as well for Fernandes and Lima. Elise remains on the right. Sancho remains on the left. And Fati comes in as advanced forward in place of Rashford. So Villarreal away from home. Can we sneak a win here? Well, let's find out. Okay, here we go. Well, last season we got battered in this match 5-2. Of course, I didn't tell the whole story of the match there, but it was a mauling nonetheless. And although I do think we are a better team than Villarreal, as I said, looking at the way they play with Dahoud, Pereiro and Molanes in there, I feel like it's just made sense to go with counter-attacking start. And at the moment, it's going quite well. Because you'd argue the case we've been a better team in the game so far. Saying that though, 30 minutes in, we're yet to see anything from us in the game, which is rather poor. I think it's time to demand some more, actually. We haven't seen anything from Villarreal, all us. This is a massive game in the Champions League phase as well. I think if we win this game, I think we secure top 8, to be honest with you. We've got Juventus at home next in the Champions League. Oh no, that's what you've done there. Got Juventus at home next in the Champions League, and then we have Celtic and Feyenoord away, I think, the final 2 games. So if we get a result here, I think that can go a long way for us in securing qualification. And obviously, this is a very, very big game here. In terms of Villarreal centre-backs, well, Pau Torres, of course, is very, very good. A brilliant centre-back, actually. But the other centre-back is very weak, so hopefully we can exploit him today. Oh, no. Oh, no. 1-0 down, 37 minutes in. It's not worked. It's not worked, the counter-attack here. Not yet, anyway. It's not panic though, especially 8 minutes to go before half time. I'll reassess at half time, but that wasn't good, was it? Especially Moreno, he hasn't got pace like that. How's he got past you like that? Scalvini, come on, man. It's a bit better than that. Scalvini, come on. Well, we've looked a lot better in the league than we have in the Champions League this season, put it that way. But anyway, got a highlight straight after that is Thuram bombing forward with the ball from the kickoff here. Pass. What are you doing? Luca Nets is not playing well there, is he? He might have to come off at half time. Still on the highlight though is Thuram. Back to Scalvini. Hits it forward to Kone. Here's Scalvini. We go 2-0 down and that is a big problem. It's a big problem. 1-0, you know, still in the game for sure. Anyways, Ansu Fati almost got there. Pau Torres gets there in front of him. Now here comes Villarreal again with Dahoud into Wahi. Oh, Pedro Porro, don't you dare, mate. Don't you. He's got a yellow card problem, he has. Him and Conte both got yellow cards in this game again as well. Anyway, got a chance here for us. Here's Elise. Fat. Oh my word. Was that Fat you shot or was that come off the defender? It looked like it came off the defender there. Anyway, got a corner out of it. It's Luca next to take it. Come on. Let's get something from this corner. Let's taste it. No, it's cleared though. But it's another corner again. Here's another corner again. I put play for set pieces on as well while we're on the counter attack as well. So hopefully we can take advantage of it. We shall see. Looking at another corner here. Crosses it in. No, it's cleared though. What are they doing today? Something ain't right. Something ain't right here. Need to have a look at half time here. Need to have a little bit of adjustment here, I think. Playing quite well though. 7 shots for a target, but we're losing the game, so it's not obviously that great, is it? Well, I made no changes to the roles at half time. Things aren't going that badly, but I brought on Rashford to Sancho, who's had a poor game, and I've also brought on Bruno Fernandes for Thuram as well. But Fernandes a Roman player we can support. Let's see how this goes. First 15 minutes of the second half. If we can't score a goal, then we have to reassess the situation here. But we played quite decent this game, but we're losing it, so we'll see what happens in the second half here. In the early stage, at least. Well, 30 minutes into the second half. Oh, they got Coquelin playing at left back, who thought we could definitely exploit today. But at the moment, it's not really happened, has it? Anyway, here's Wahi. Conte gets it back though. Here's Rashford. Acres of space, Rashford. Here's Elise. Fati, he's going to score. Oh, great effort from Ansu Fati. That great effort, but just wide, unfortunately. You know what? I think this is a bit here for the taking. So, Porro can go on attack. We're losing the game after, aren't we? We're losing the game. We put on attack as well. All right, I'm going through more down the wings in today's game now. I put Nets and Porro both on attack. I brought Lima on for for Kone, put him back there with Conte to hopefully stop their wingers getting more goals here. Fernandes on attack as well, and Ziyech is on for Elise had a poor game. Both of them have gone inside forward as well. So let's see how this does. 28 minutes to go. Plenty of time yet. We are creating things in this game, but we need a goal. We're arguably the better team in the game, so let's see what this will do here for us. They've got a corner now though to take it, and corner now to take, Chukwueze to take it. And they've scored another goal. This may be one of those games where I've got it wrong, unfortunately. It looks that way at the minute. I can't see how this is going to be disallowed, to be honest. If it's not, then we definitely have to go for it now, aren't we? Yeah, it's 2-0 now. We're going to have to go for it now, aren't we? Going to have to go for it now. Oh, well. Lost this game 5-2 last season, losing it 2-0 this season. Maybe we're just not very good against Villarreal. I don't know. Alright, well, unfortunately, this game's backfired a bit on me. 15 minutes to go here. We're 2-0 down. Do we deserve to be 2-0 down? Probably not. Probably not. The performance is warranted better than this, to be honest, but oh well. These things happen sometimes. I've got more positive, but it turns out it didn't make any difference in the game whatsoever because we didn't see another single highlight in the match. So, yeah. Unfortunately, our second loss of the season, and both our losses have come in Spain. Real Madrid away 1-0 and Villarreal away 2-0. You can actually look at the match stats here. The way I set up, was it wrong? Probably not. Probably not. Probably just got a bit unlucky here. They had 8 shots, 6 on target in the game. I didn't have too many shots at all, really, when you think about it. 0.72 XG. Problem is, though, they had a couple of chances. They took both of them, didn't they? So, yeah, especially the first one. That was obviously a good chance for them. Moreno getting through on goal like that was a little bit disappointing. But other than that, they didn't create much. A bit lucky goal from the corner. Look at the XG here. They didn't create much at all, really. So, unfortunately, though, it backfired. No one really played particularly very well at all. Obviously, no green ratings to talk of whatsoever. And it's a loss, but it's a loss away to a good team. But saying that, the team they put out, I was hopeful we could do well against them, to be honest with you. Coughlin left back, I really thought we could exploit him, but unfortunately, he had a good game for us. Also thought we might have dominate midfield as well in terms of physicality, but it just wasn't meant to be today, unfortunately. We lost away to Villarreal, so not a win in the episode yet. Can we salvage something from the Man City game? That would be very nice. Let's go check out the Champions League table after this. So we should still be alright to qualify in the top 8 as long as we beat Juventus at home, because we should be able to win our final 2 games away to Celtic and away to Feyenoord. At least I hope we do. Yeah, we're only 1 point behind Liverpool in 8th place, effectively. And you see how tight it is in this league phase. Of course, it's going to be. Yeah, we lost away to Villarreal, lost away to Real Madrid. Nothing to be too ashamed of there, but disappointing results, it has to be said. But I hope Juventus next. They're doing poorly down in 25th place there. So hopefully we can beat Juventus at home. And then we have Celtic and Feyenoord away from home. So as long as we can win our last 3 games, I think we'll definitely qualify in the top 8. So that is something at least. But anyway, guys, make sure you stick around. We've got the Manchester Derby coming up next at home to Man City. Okay, here we are. It's time for Man City at home. Back to the normal style for today's game. We're at home. We're not doing any sort of counter-attacking at home. Never. No chance. Against Man City, though, of course, I'm going from positive to balance. I've just looked at Man City's team. And if this is the team they're putting out today, now, I'm quite excited, I have to be honest with you. The midfield looks very, very weak, it has to be said. No De Bruyne to talk of. No Foden. No Bernardo Silva. Doyle, Phillips and Stones. Well, if that is the midfield, we should be able to dominate midfield today. That is for sure. We shall see. And also, Aki and Galan on the left-hand side there seems very weak to me as well. And also, Barbosa on the right. You've got better players than him. Felix on the left as well is obviously very good. And obviously, they've got Haaland up front still, so they've got a massive danger there, it has to be said. But saying that, though, can't think that the job's done against Man City before the game's done. It's still Man City after all. And also missing quite a few players for today's game, which is disappointing. Obviously, Porro and Conte are both suspended. Marcus Rashford is also injured for today's game as well, unfortunately. But McTominay is injured as well. So in terms of the team sheet, Mukiele comes in at right back for Porro. Scalvini remains in there. Okoli comes back in for feet. Gaia comes in for nets. And we've got Lima there, ball midfielder in place of Conte. Coney and Fernandes in midfield. Elise on the right, Sancho on the left, and Icardi up front. So Man City at home. Can we get a win out of the episode here and stretch our lead at the top? Well, let's find out. All right, here we go. Home to Man City. Well, not 2 terrible results in the episode, of course. 2 decent performances, but 2 poor results, has to be said. Not 2 bad performances, I meant to say. Well, the team that might be put out is definitely not the team that has been put out here for Man City. That is for sure. De Bruyne is in there, Silva, and Diaz as well. So it's all changed all over the place. Anyway, 30 minutes in here, we're not seeing anything from us in the game so far. It's been rather poor, I have to be honest. 1 shot, none on target. Things need to change here. Yeah, 30 minutes into the Manchester derby here, and it's been very dull so far. Now I say that, though, we finally see a highlight in the game. I just made a change. Is it another tactical masterclass from Kenny? Is it another tactical masterclass? Sancho? No, it's not. It's not. I think I'm a little bit excited there because I just changed Fernandes from a roaming playmaker support to a central midfielder on attack, and he just won the ball back, and he's got a 7 rating now because he's very, very deep in this game. Same with Sancho as well. So if I push Fernandes forward a bit more, maybe we'll start to see things in the game for us. We shall see, but it was definitely a sort of a positive sign there, but nothing came of it, of course. Anyway, here's Gaia. Don't dwell on the ball for too long, Gaia. Definitely not. Anyway, the team Man City put out in the game and the team I thought they'd put out is a bit different and it's a lot stronger as well. Anyway, no messing about here, boys. No messing about here. Not with him bearing down on goal. But yeah, of course, the team's looking a lot better. The one they put out today than the one they said they might put out. The midfield was looking horrendously weak there. Unfortunately for us, it was too good to be true because De Bruyne is in there now. Anyway, Josie. Well, we've definitely restricted Man City in the first half, but it's not enough for us to restrict Man City in the first half. We're at home here. It's at Old Trafford, and we've got to be beating our fierce rivals at home, at least attempting to beat them as well. Easier said than done against Man City, but we've already done it before in the series. Joao Felix just won the ball back for Man City, though, which is disappointing to see. He keeps the ball. Oh, no, that's the last thing you need to see. That is the last thing you need to see. This episode has turned out to be a bit of a disaster one. I don't know, I was very worried coming into this episode because obviously they're 3 very good teams, and he's offside. I think he's offside. He's offside, so it's a bullet dodge there. Haaland has shown us what he can do. Not that he needs to show us what he can do, because we all know what he can do. The bloke is an absolute animal. We're lucky he is offside there. Anyway, a few minutes to go for half time. We still get to have a shot on target in the match. The game's finally starting to liven up, but unfortunately for us, it's more in favour of Man City. That was bizarre. What happened there? Maigna's kicking it long. Maigna's kicked it long. Sancho's through. Look to the right. Sancho. What are you doing? What is he doing? What goes for this boy's head? What goes for this boy's head? What an opportunity that was. What goes for that boy's head? What's he doing? What a terrible first half, though, by both teams. 0.31 XG for us, 0.3 for them. Well, things need to change here because we are not creating anything in the game whatsoever. Terrible, in fact. The front 3 have been abysmal today. Let's have a look at them then. I'm definitely risking things at half time here. Change from balance to positive. Also, Fatty is on for Icardi and Fernandes has gone further forward. So, definitely a big risk against Man City. But we need to see something in the game, don't we? Not a shot on target in the match yet. Terrible. We need to take charge of this game, that is for sure. Still yet to have a shot on target in the match, though. But the second half has started off quite promising for us. It has to be said. 30 minutes to go, though. Well, we'll finally get a shot on target. Finally. Michael Elise has been poor today. So we'll take him off. We'll bring on... No, bring on Anthony. Come on, Anthony. Let's see what you can do for a change. You know, Scalvini's nervous. He's having a poor game as well. So let's bring on Satalo for him. Let's hopefully it doesn't backfire too much, though. 28 minutes to go. Can we see anything in this game for us? Anything at all, please, boys? We're definitely the better team in the second half here. Definitely. Looks like this game might be there for the taking a little bit here. I'm getting excited. Now what change to make? You know, final change. Lucanet on for Jose Gaia. I'm a bit hesitant to go all gung-ho here. We are against Man City after all. 0-0. If things stay the same, we'll be 5 points clear at the top over them still. So there's no need to go absolutely mental here. It would be nice to go for the win a bit more, but a few minutes to go here. It's been a very, very, very dull game. Can we get a late winner, though? Here's Kone. Spots the run of Anthony. He loses out so easily. But luckily for us, Satalo's there. He boots it long. Anthony's got the ball back. Is he offside? Cut it back. Mukiele, what are you doing there? Don't know. Anthony gets it back. Come on, boys. Get a late goal here. Anthony. Oh, no. We have restricted them to nothing today. Nothing at all. Haaland's off the pitch, which is nice to see. They've got Abraham up front, though. Still is definitely a competent enough striker. Win the ball back, though, nicely. Here's Okoli. Pass it to Sancho. Are we going for it here? Here's Fernandes. Spots the run of Sancho. Come on. Sancho does really well, and then Sancho does what Sancho does, and he wastes an opportunity. What are you doing, Jaden? What a selfish boy. What a selfish boy. Well, that's a big opportunity for us there from Jaden, but unfortunately for us, he's just so selfish. Well, Fernandes well, he did really well, especially in that second half there. And, you know, we were the better team in the game, really, weren't we? We were the better team in the game. To restrict a team like Man City to that little chances with 0.36 XG, definitely doing something right, and I definitely doing something right. Unfortunately, though, I keep saying I'm doing something right in this episode, but ultimately we've come to the episode with not a single win to talk of. Okay, we've had three very tricky teams here: Chelsea away, Villarreal away, and Man City at home. So can't complain too much. But that performance was certainly a bit positive for sure. It's definitely a positive note to end on, but we could have done a lot better. The second half we wasn't left butter, to be fair, and we probably deserved to win in the end. But oh well. We will move on. We will move on. It wasn't good enough in terms of the result. The fans wanted to win for this game, that is for sure. But all in all, as I said, we drew the game 0-0. Remained 5 points clear of Man City at the top there. Still another clean sheet again, so that proves how much we are very good defensively. But ultimately, it's 3 games without a win now, so that is a little bit concerning. Although we've got Brentford away and Wolves away in the next 2 games. And as I said, I won't be too harsh on myself here because we have just played Man City, Chelsea and Villarreal. The only one I feel, I don't think I've got any of them wrong really in terms of our approach, because Villarreal away, we create more chances than them, and probably should have won the game in terms of chances created. They just had 2 chances and took them both, and we could not take any of our chances. So yeah, performance-wise, it's been quite good in the episode, has to be said. Could have got a win out of the episode, though. Unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be. Still, the season's going really, really well. We're still sitting top of the league, 5 points clear at the top now. Got Brentford away and Wolves away in the next 2 games. So hopefully we can get 2 wins out of 2 there. They're both being very poor this season, 18th and 16th apiece. So we'll see there. And Juventus at home, Everton at home, Arsenal at home as well in the Carabao Cup quarter-final. In terms of the next episode, though, well, you know what? Before the next episode, I'm going to play a lot of games, actually. I'm going to play a lot of games and get forward a bit in the season here. And I'm going to bring you back for the games at home to Liverpool and away to Celtic as well. What 2 games that is to play. 2 absolute giants, of course. The Liverpool Giants of England, and Celtic, the Giants of Scotland. Not the only Giants of England and Scotland, though. Sorry, Rangers fans and Man United fans and all the other fans as well. But yeah, in terms of the next episode, Liverpool at home, Celtic away as well. Make sure you join for that one, guys. And please remember, if you like this video, to hit that like button for me. And also, if you're interested in seeing daily FootballManager content, and hit that subscribe button. It's really helped me out, and it's much appreciated as well. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.